And now, here for you, this is News Views, a newscast for Champaign-Urbana, Illinois, and the world. This is Bill Ratner speaking. And now, Michael Badger.
Hello and welcome to News View. I'm Michael Badger. Tonight's top story comes to us from the New York Times at nytimes.com. They say a $7 billion public-private plan in Chicago aims to fix transit, schools, and parks. And this is by John Schwartz, and he says Chicago is embarking on a $7 billion plan to transform the city's infrastructure from the skies above to the pipes underground. Mayor of Chicago, Rahm Emanuel, is planning to announce the initiative on, he was going to yesterday. He probably did. And this includes projects to expand the city's largest airport, improve its streets, water system, schools, community colleges, parks, and commuter rail networks. The city estimates that these initiatives will create 30,000 jobs over the next 3 years. With the plan, Chicago is taking a leading role among cities and states struggling to keep their infrastructure from crumbling further, but frustrated with legislative gridlock in Washington, said Robert Pruntes, director of the Metropolitan Infrastructure Initiative at the Brookings Institution. And according to USA Today, Janice Lloyd says that a rise in cancer is linked to inactivity and obesity. She says that the decline in deaths from all cancers combined continued in the USA from 2004 to 2008, but a major government report highlights a worrisome rise in cases linked to obesity and inactivity. They say the overall rate of new cancer cases is declining, but the report confirms research showing that excess weight and sedentary lifestyles are risk factors for 1/4 to 1/3 of common cancers in the USA. About 1/3 of adults, which is almost 78 million, are obese, roughly 30 or more pounds over a healthy weight. They say the obesity rates have been climbing steadily. In 1980, the country's obesity rate was 15%. In 1994, 23%. In 2002, that rose to 31%, while in 2008 it went to 35%, and in 2010, 36%. So 15 in 1980 to 36% in 2010 for the rate of obesity. And we'll come back after this break. For more News View, please stay tuned.
cities of Champaign and Urbana lie at the intersection of Interstate 74, 57, and 72 in east central Illinois. Amtrak provides passenger service north to Chicago and south to Carterville, Memphis, and New Orleans several times a day. In fact, one of the daily trains is the City of New Orleans, featured in the Steve Goodman song.
Several bus lines serve the Twin Cities. The University of Illinois Willard Airport handles commercial flights into the community, as well as private, university, and corporate aircraft. In Champaign-Urbana, the Mass Transit District is one of the finest in the country, with a fleet of modern buses designed to accommodate handicapped passengers. Rail freight is handled by the Canadian National, Norfolk and Western, and Conrail. Its location and transportation system make the community an ideal center for shipping and distribution.
Residents are justly proud of their parks. From boating and swimming to nature study, to environmental preservation and art. To local festivals and events. The many parks and facilities cater to a wide range of interests.
The YMCA provides many activities and opportunities. In addition, there are 4 golf and country clubs and a number of public golf courses in the area.
A few miles east of Urbana lies Homer Lake, a county forest preserve and animal refuge. Abraham Lincoln passed the north border of the preserve as he rode the 8th Judicial Circuit. West of Champaign, there is Lake of the Woods with a real covered bridge, a golf course, botanical garden, museum, rental pavilions, and boating on the large lake. Other recreational areas nearby include Allerton Park, Clinton Lake, Moraine View, and Kickapoo State Park. Chicago, Indianapolis, and St. Louis are all within easy driving distance.
Between Champaign and Urbana lies the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. With over 42,000 undergraduate, graduate, and professional students, and almost 3,000 faculty, the university plays an important role in the economic and cultural life of the Twin Cities.
Noyes Lab is the home of the School of Sciences and 11 Nobel Prize winners, including 6 faculty members and 5 alumni.
The College of Engineering is ranked in the top 5 engineering schools in the nation. Among its highly ranked programs are those in agricultural, electrical, and computer engineering, computer science, physics, material science, and civil and environmental engineering.
More than any other single factor, it's the library that brings scholars to the university and keeps them here. It's the largest public university library in the country. The Granger Engineering Library is the largest engineering library in the country. The university library's outstanding collections are known throughout the world for their depth and breadth of information. The auditorium hosts many artistic events, but the Krannert Center for the Performing Arts is one of America's leading university-based performing arts centers, presenting moving examples of artistic creativity in its 4 theaters and 5 stages. The Assembly Hall hosts basketball, concerts, ice shows, and circuses.
Many of the university's students live in dormitories or in private certified housing, while others choose from among over 50 fraternities and 24 sororities. The campus Greek system, one of the largest in the country, has a long and proud tradition. The Student Union provides many essential services, while the Activities and Recreation Center has a variety of recreational facilities.
Well over 50% of the entering freshmen rank in the top 10% of their high school classes. 17 graduates are Pulitzer Prize winners, and 11 have won Nobel Prizes. Faculty and alumni from the University of Illinois have truly transformed our world. John Bardeen earned one of his 2 Nobel Prizes for inventing the transistor. Alumnus Jack Kilby won his Nobel for inventing the integrated circuit. Others developed the LED, home air conditioning, magnetic resonance imaging, and the first graphical web browser.
Champaign-Urbana seeks new business aggressively. The resources and people associated with the University of Illinois, combined with the community's location and transportation system, make this an ideal location for manufacturing and distribution centers, as well as a host of high-tech businesses.
At the same time, there's a tradition of protection and restoration of historic buildings. Champaign-Urbana is a major food distribution hub. Kraft is the largest food processing plant in the nation.
This is one of nearly 50 hotels, motels, and bed and breakfasts in Champaign-Urbana. There are also many fine restaurants in the community.
One of the most important resources in central Illinois is the rich farmland surrounding the Twin Cities. Corn and soybeans for livestock, food processing, and export are important not only to this community, but to the world. With over 500,000 acres in production, the impact of farming on the economy is enormous. Actual production tops $375 million each year. The calculated economic impact of farming is 5 times that amount, or about $1.8 billion per year.
The economic health and strength of Champaign-Urbana is demonstrated by the large number of retail stores in the regional and local shopping centers. Marketplace alone has 100 stores. The 5 major shopping centers draw customers from well beyond the 50-mile radius which defines the Champaign-Urbana trading area.
Historically, Champaign-Urbana has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the state of Illinois. Retail sales approach $2.5 billion per year. Both Champaign and Urbana have weekly farmers markets during the summer and fall months. This is Urbana's Market at the Square, a popular Saturday event.
Urbana is the county seat for Champaign County. The cities of Champaign and Urbana, although separate, work closely together in matters of police and fire protection. Both cities have excellent libraries, and membership at one entitles the patron to full access to the other.
The Twin Cities have exceptional medical resources. Carle Hospital is one of the top 100 hospitals in the country. Is one of the largest physician-owned practices in Illinois. Pravina Covenant Hospital has also received national recognition in several areas. There are over 100 churches and synagogues in the Twin Cities. Champaign and Urbana are proud of their tree-shaded neighborhoods. Whether in West Urbana, near the university campus, or in the southeast, lawns are rich in shrubs and well shaded by trees.
There are over 50,000 housing units in Champaign-Urbana, including apartments and private homes, for a total population of over 120,000 people. Champaign neighborhoods, like Urbana's, are tree-shaded and inviting.
There are a number of private and parochial schools in the Twin Cities. Champaign has 2 public high schools, 3 middle schools, and 12 elementary schools. The total student population is over 9,000. Urbana has 1 high school, 1 middle school, and 6 elementary schools, with a total population of over 3,700 students.
University High School is a teaching laboratory for the University of Illinois. Parkland College offers 2-year associate degrees in a number of fields. Parkland also offers a wide range of courses to the general public, from photography to auto repair.
This monument to Olympic athletes from Champaign-Urbana stands at the eastern entrance to the Parkland campus. The University of Illinois Ice Arena is one of the largest indoor skating facilities in the world.
Champaign-Urbana has a number of local bands and several orchestras. There are several community theater groups, in addition to the university-sponsored symphony and dance, opera, and theater companies.
On the 4th of July, the mayors of Urbana and Champaign can be seen walking or riding through the streets in open cars. Beauty queens, Shriners, Boy Scouts, and many businesses join in the parade. In the evening, it seems as though the whole community gathers to watch the fireworks.
You can just about go anywhere and find just about anything that you want. If you want to have a quiet spot, you can find it. If you want to go towards the noise in the crowd, you can find it. The university, again, offers so much, it's hard not to find exactly what you're looking for.
But we seem to attract a certain kind of intellectual vitality that I like.
Netscape, Mosaic, and Eudora are 3 of the major applications on the internet, and they were all created by people here in Champaign.
And there's so much shopping and the parks. There's so much to offer here in Champaign.
Both Champaign and Urbana are very active in trying to sponsor events that gets the community involved.
People are very supportive of locally owned and operated businesses. I like the school system, I like the park district system, and I like the communities in general. It's a very nice cross blend of Midwestern people.
Hello, I'm Michael Badger, and this is your NewsView weather forecast for the weekend. Friday night tonight, partly cloudy, 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Saturday, mostly sunny skies and a high of 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Saturday night, partly cloudy, low 51. Sunday, mostly clear skies with a high of 82 degrees. And Sunday night, mostly clear, 59 degrees Fahrenheit for your low. This has been your NewsView weather. Stay tuned for the rest of NewsView. I'm Michael Badger. The University of Illinois has a new basketball coach for men's and a new basketball coach for the women's team. Illinois has named Matt Boland as the new local head coach of the women's basketball team this Wednesday. Bulent replaces Juliette Law, who was fired earlier in the month after spending 5 seasons as head coach, compiling a 69-93 mark, which included 11-19 record this past season. Bulent is from Green Bay, Wisconsin, and guided the team to an 148-19 mark, which included an 85-5 mark in the Horizon League, and the team was 31-2 this past season. And Green Bay reached the second round of the NCAA tournament as 7th seed, but lost its number 2 seed, Kentucky. They lost to Kentucky. Thanks to his efforts this season, Bulent was named the Horizon League Coach of the Year for a 4th time, that according to Fox News. And according to StatehouseNewsOnline.com, or Illinois State House News, the former Illinois University president has gotten a golden parachute, according to Andrew Thomason. Former U of I President Michael Hogan will get a soft landing after being pushed from his office. Hogan will step down as president in the state's flagship university on July 1st, 2012, after 2 years because of pressure from distinguished faculty members. But Hogan's not done at the U of I. He'll get a 1-year paid sabbatical during which he'll collect a $285,100 paycheck funded by a mix of student tuition and state dollars. And you can read more about that at StatehouseNewsOnline.com. And in other news, according to WICD Channel 15 in Champaign, they say Illinois museums bring in $2 billion to the Illinois economy, according to the Associated Press. New statistics from the Illinois Association of Museums show this, and they say the economic impact statement also found museums in Illinois employ more than 6,240 people, spend more than $576 million on goods and services, and also have more than 21 million visitors a year. This includes 3.4 million school children and 119,500 teachers. Earlier this month, the Illinois Department of Natural Resources released a $15 million in public museum capital grants program funds. And you can visit information about this and the museums at illinoismuseums.org. And in other news, according to myfoxdc.com and the Herald Sun, an Australian drug company may be close to a cure for the common cold. They say Australia, Dateline, Melbourne, Australia, taking sick days is set to get tougher as there may be a cure for the common cold coming. The Australian drug maker Biota, I think, Wednesday reported the stunning success of its antiviral compound named Vapendivar, I guess. Tested in 300 asthmatic patients infected with the cold-causing human rhinovirus. The clinical trial showed that cold symptoms eased quickly and the duration of the infection was shortened considerably. And you can read more about that at the Herald Sun website at heraldsun.com.au/news. And if you have any comments or questions, you can email those to me at newsview@email.com. The address is newsview@email.com. Well, I'd like to thank you for watching Newsview tonight. Stay tuned for the rest, and have a great weekend. It looks like we should have some really great weather. It might be a little hot on Sunday, but other than that, it looks good. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and don't forget to tune in again next week and Monday nights at 10:30 or 1 a.m. if you can, and Friday nights at 9 and midnight. I'm Michael Badger for Newsview. Good night.
Next at 9:30 p.m. or 12:30 a.m. At 9:30, Fast Forward Contemporary Science Fiction. And at 12:30, R&R TV.